everybody, Dave Penyuk from Revenue.com, and I'm coming at you today with a good friend and colleague of ours, Nick Karadza. I can't even pronounce his name.
Yeah,
right.
I was waiting to see if you got that right.
Karadza from Rockstar Real Estate back in Ontario. So he came out to BC, beautiful BC. You can't see the pouring rain right now, but he came out here to speak at the Investor Forum, Canadian Real Estate Wealth Magazine. Did a great job talking about clients and client retention and everything. And I'm honored to have him come over to Nanaimo to our office and share some of that insight with us and with our readers, our viewers, so you can learn a little bit about it, because you probably some of you missed out on his great talk yesterday. So Nick, fill us in.
Well, what I need to fill everyone in on is I almost started laughing when you talked about coming over to Nanaimo. And I don't know if anyone's done that little ferry ride, but during stormy weather, it's like a roller coaster. And this is a big boat that's rocking back and forth and up and down, and it just did not feel right at all. I was very happy to make it on land. I think you were too by the end of it.
I was a little bit. I'm used to it. He actually kept referring to Canada's Wonderland. How did I get to Canada's Wonderland? What the hell's going on? So yes, we got here safe and sound.
So you know what? Listen, what we were speaking about yesterday is something that for Tom and I both, Tom, my brother, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a business partner, we really feel the true value of any business, especially any investment business, is built on the processes and the systems that you put in place. And that's definitely where the majority of the value comes from. And to us, any system that we implement, it really breaks down to four things. And it's how to attract, how to convert, how to leverage, and how to retain people. And we try to always work on anything that we're doing. We try to work on those four things. So for instance, let's take a property management, or we have a property and we're trying to work with some tenants. First, we obviously need to attract them. What's our system for attracting people? We don't want to do one-off things. We want to have a broken down system that can produce predictable, repeatable results. So what's the system for attracting them? How do we convert them. How do we convert them? Once we attract them and they raise their hand saying, hey, I might be a potential tenant, how do we get them into the property, looking at the property, and get them to take the property? How do we leverage different people doing different things? And this applies to the types of people that we're working with on the property. So contractors, property managers, how do we leverage people so that we can do more things and that they can help us with our business? And how do we retain people? How are we treating our tenants? What are we doing to make them happy with what they're doing? We do things that are totally off the wall. One of the crazy things that we do that some investors think is nuts, we try to help our tenants get mortgages. And people look at us like, hey, that's crazy. Why are you trying to help a tenant get a mortgage? They're going to leave you. But you know what? By trying to help them, they stay with us longer until they're going to get a mortgage sooner or later anyways if they want to. By trying to help them, they stay with us and they really like us and they respect us and they respect the property. So it's all those types of things that we try to do together. So those are the four things that we try to put together for any system.
Yeah, that's awesome. And a great point too is when you try and retain the fourth point with your tenants, and if they go out and buy another, they're going to refer your company to other prospective tenants, because they're like, these guys were great, they actually helped us get a mortgage, and we end up moving out of their place, but they're going to refer as well and recommend. So it goes full circle when you do reach out and try and help those other individuals.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, so he gave some awesome examples, and we really appreciate you taking the time to share that with us. Until next time, your life, your terms.